folks, welcome back to the channel, if this ever makes it to the channel, because for Christmas Mike and I got a new, it's a Canon Vixia, I think it's HF R800 camcorder for doing our videos. So Michael got it all assembled yesterday and he headed out to the woods today, and I thought I would give it a little test run. Now, I don't have the external mic on it at the moment. I thought it'd be a good idea just to get used to the camera itself before I start messing around with that. It's supposed to even out the bumps from when I'm walking along. It's recommended for outdoor photography. It's got a lot more functionality than just a GoPro, but you don't have a whole lot of options as to what you're videoing with it. You kind of attach it to your fender or whatever. Now certainly the GoPro would be much more durable, but I'm not planning on letting Michael fasten this to the bottom of his tractor or any such thing, so this should do just fine for what we want. Fairly easy to use straight out of the box. Battery life, when I charged this one up and put it on, it said 177 minutes. So I would think that should do me. I would hope. It certainly is easy to work with. Very light. And pretty straightforward. The only thing I had any real difficulty with was figuring out how to open the lens cover, because it's got a little tiny button down on the front. So I did have to look in the manual for that. But essentially you open up the flip screen and it fires up. And if you haven't opened the lens cover, it reminds you to check if you've opened the lens cover. I can hear the chainsaw, so I'm not too far from where he's working. And Ralph's parked there, so that's a pretty good hint. I see some wood loaded on the back of Ralph already. And Mr. Hickey's sitting down.
Yep. Just waiting around for one of those white hats to come along and tell me what to do.
There you are, trying to get my...
Yoo-hoo.
Hi! A little difficulty with the LED screen with not having a viewfinder, especially in the bright light.
Yes.
But other than that, it's pretty easy to use. So what are you up to, Michael?
Not at the moment a darn thing.
Not a damn thing.
What have I been up to?
Yeah, speak up. I don't know how well the mic on this works because I didn't put the external one on.
Well, in the back of Ralphie is the white birch that I dropped across the road up there.
Yes.
So I was splitting it and then carrying it back 50 feet or so to pile into Ralphie. And that kind of took up the time. So now I'm just, this is a yellow birch that I dropped. So now I'm just extricating him out all by hand. He will come out piece by piece or whatever.
So by hand you mean you're cutting them into
Manageable lengths, whatever that
lengths
is.
that you can cart.
When
Yeah.
I get down to this, it'll be just 1 16-inch length of firewood.
Hunk.
So yeah, basically taking these smaller upper pieces and just cutting them into a length that's workable, and then hauling them over
Out by the road.
all this stuff.
Yeah. Stuff.
have a moment, you can even watch how it's done.
I could do that.
Pulp hook. Repeat and do over again.
Several times over.
Numerous times over. Alright, so here a couple of days ago I dropped this yellow birch. Partly because in this part of the woodlot, this stand, 40% of the volume in this stand is yellow birch. And I love yellow birch. Perhaps my very favoriteest deciduous tree, but 40% is not the kind of diversity that we're looking for. So in here there was this quite nice large red maple.
That's what I'm leaning on?
Yeah, so they were kind of competing for space. So, and this is a younger tree here, and this one you may be able to get a shot sooner or later. The center was starting to get some considerable rot down
If I get up a little higher, I think, yeah.
in him.
Yeah.
This whole area right in here
It's on its way out, huh?
Yeah, so shortened his life a bit, converted them, and then of course I had to split it all. I split it all right in here, and then bundled it up.
You got to cart through all of that mess.
Yeah, out to Ralphie. And
To
it's,
get him out to the road to Ralphie.
It's my old man exercise program.
As long as you don't break an ankle trying to get through there.
Well, yeah, but
Ankles are cheap.
well, I mean, it's like, you know, crossing the street. I
You
mean,
take your chances each time. Yep.
but I mean, there's no doubt that if you absolutely hate the idea of falling, don't start
don't
working in
walk
this
through that kind of stuff.
Because I can tell you from previous experience, now this is not kind of, but you get a nice round piece of wood with just a little glaze of ice on it, and you just put one foot on that and boom, you're down.
You're on your butt.
You are down before you can even think of catching yourself. And of course, you know, when you get wood debris like this,
Yes.
they can catch on your chap straps, on your boot
yes.
laces, your pant legs, and all of a sudden you go
You're tangled up and you're
and down you go again.
doing a less than graceful ballet.
I think of it as free bone density testing myself.
Which is why when Michael's working in the woods, I always want to know what area of the woodlot he's heading out to, so I know where to start looking when he doesn't come home.
Very keen on finding my dead body is what it.
Well, I
is
can't
what
get the
it is.
insurance money if I can't prove you're dead.
Well, this is true. This is true.
Sheesh, Michael, be practical.
It won't matter to me.
Okay, so we're on the other side of the road. What have you been doing up here, Michael?
Well, cut out this fir.
Oh dear, another fir.
Yeah, he was pretty ugly and strange. If you look at some of the pieces of the wood split, you can see that's got a certain degree of rot right down close to the road there. Some of these
Let's
pieces,
try my zoom.
What?
I said, let's try my zoom.
Yeah. Some of that has certainly a certain amount of rot, which is fine because, you know, we burn a high percentage of our firewood is
Just junk.
this kind of stuff. And
Now this stuff at the top doesn't look like fir, that looks like maple.
right, that was the second stump in behind there.
Okay, the smaller
And,
stump.
He was dead, and I was just thinking, because I can see some more advanced fir regeneration coming up in through some of that.
Yes.
Is that maybe it might make a area for some tree farming.
For Christmas trees, you mean?
Yeah.
Ah,
And
yes.
so I want to create an access point, you know, so we could get up in there a little easier.
And do some pruning in there this
And,
summer.
well, it just helps, you know. I'll do a bit more right in this little area, I think.
Anyway, guys, I'm not sure this is going to actually make it to the channel, but it was mostly an opportunity to kind of try out the new equipment and get familiar with it. And so since Michael was out here working, I figured I'd wander out this way and see what he was up to, make sure he was still breathing. I'm not going to get that insurance money yet.
Darn. Unlike me, you guys stay safe, and we'll catch you on the next video.
Thanks for watching, guys. See you
Take care.
next time.